Yo, how are we? Welcome to the Klatch channel. My name is Matt. I am the founder and creative director of Klatch Co, the clothing brand that is going to be on this channel. We have done stuff in the past, however, we took a bit of a year off and now we're at a really important part of the brand. We're going in a slightly newer direction with some designs. We thought it was perfect timing to bring you guys on this journey and showcase what we've got coming up. So this video is going to be a little bit about me, about the brand, and then we're going to dive into our spring summer collection, and we've got some really good products coming out. Stay tuned. So let's talk about the brand. If you're new to here and found us on YouTube, then you can get an understanding of what Klatch is and why we exist. Or if you're from Instagram, you may have an idea already. But Klatch, the word itself, means a social gathering over coffee. Basically, a conversation with some mates over coffee really helped me go through like a really rough time with my mental health, and it helped my friends. And we realised that you can just like go for a coffee, casually chat with your mates and talk about how you're feeling in a non-judgment way, and your closest friends would always support you. Even if you go down to the pub, it doesn't have to be coffee, it could be anything. As long as you're talking to your mates about how you're feeling and letting them know that you're there for them and they're there for you, you just have this like unspoken bond between each other that like if you're feeling shit, basically you can call upon them and they will help you get through whatever. So for me, when I was starting the brand, I was like, it has to have this idea of community and connection. So that's where I found the word Klatch. And I don't drink anymore, I'm completely sober. Coffee is just my go-to. I drink way too much of it. I've got a black Americano just here as well. So I was like, okay, Klatch is it. That's what it's about. It's about guys meeting up, having conversations. And I thought, what a better way to do it where you can feel confident and good in what you're wearing. So I thought, great, that's our way to create clothing to make you feel good, feel confident, and just spread the message. However, the brand doesn't scream mental health with the like designs. They're kind of like a little nod to it. I wanted it to create a fashion brand where the concept is the mental health side, and designs kind of speak a little bit about it, speak a bit about coffee and how they're inspired by coffee. And the idea is you can just feel good. And it's kind of like if you see somebody in Klatch, it's kind of like, you know, if you know type thing, that you're like spreading awareness for men's mental health. A charity that I found really helpful, go through my own personal struggles, was Movember charity. I've also taken part in Movember for around 16, 17 years now. I grew up playing rugby and it was a big part of that community. And yeah, so I was like, I'm going to donate 10% of my profits to Movember charity each year. And then in 2024, I became a Movember community ambassador. So I get to go spread my message and my journey through talking to people at schools, businesses, doing events for them, fundraising. So it's really fun, get to grow a big mustache every November, and yeah, it's just a great cause. They've got some really great resources on their website. Just pop the QR code just here if you want to go take a look at some of the resources that they've got. Let's go get into our spring summer designs. So this is a run through of everything we've got coming out on the 12th of April. What I want to start with is our standard fitting t-shirt that we have on the website already. So if you're new to us, what we do is we have a relaxed oversized t-shirt. This was a fit that I really wanted with the brand in terms of like how I grew up wearing like kind of skate clothes. I didn't want it to be too regular fitting for me as a personal preference. I did some research. It turns out you guys loved the oversized as well. So that's the kind of main fit we have. However, we have got a regular fitting t-shirt coming up. So I'll show you that towards the end. So design number one is the Bruise and B-sides. I grew up playing in a punk band. I love metal music. I'm massively into hip hop, like especially like 90s hip hop. So I wanted to bring some designs out that are music inspired. And I feel like just grabbing a coffee, grabbing a vinyl, sitting down, chilling out is just such a perfect way to kind of like relax, like have some time for yourself. So we have the Bruise and B-sides, and then the Bruise and B-sides, smaller one with a coffee and the vinyl on the front. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop a visual just on the right hand side here, but your left hand side on the video, of me wearing the sizes. So I'll put some details on there as well. I wear the size large in the oversized. I like it a little bit baggier. I'm 5'10", I weigh about 84 kilograms. So you can kind of see the sizing on there. This is the standard white that we have. Then we've got the same design in the black as well, the kind of like faded black t-shirt that we have, and yeah, the smaller print on there. front. All the t-shirts as well come with our hem label at the bottom. If you've got the t-shirts before already, you'll know this. If you're new to the brand, then yeah, we wanted to add these little extra details in to have that kind of really premium skate feel, but at an affordable price for sure. Then this is a revised version of our Bruise and Cruise t-shirt, one of our biggest selling t-shirts. So we've got this in the white as well. It's a nice day for a coffee and a cruise. I converted / refurbished my granddad's old fixie. I will feature it in some of the videos coming forward for the spring summer stuff, especially promotional stuff on the Instagram. So you might see it on there. It's red and white. And that inspired me to just kind of go out and grab a coffee when I was working in Leicester City Centre. And yeah, I thought that was really nice just to have our mascot Casey just on there, going for a coffee, going to meet his mates. And then we've got the small design on the front as well. The final design we have of the relaxed oversized for this drop is this one here, the Klatch Brew Crew. Now this design is inspired by just meeting your mate for a coffee. Put Salou on there because I love going to European cities and go and get a coffee in the morning from a cafe, sitting outside when it's nice weather, just relaxing with your mates. So this is where this design came from. It's also a slight take on one of our previous coffee and conversation designs that did really well. We thought I'd add loads more colour into this. Casey and his mate as well, going for a coffee. Then we've just got the smaller print. Klatch for the slow days on the front. For the slow days is such a relatable slogan for me of just like slowing down. I don't do it enough. Being self-employed, having the brand, I'm always on it. So I think it's just a nice reminder for myself just to like take a moment, slow down. I feel like it's super important for your mental health as well. Now, a new product that we are going to bring out is this bag right here. If you've been around the brand for a while, you would have seen our bum bag we did like 2 years ago now, I think it was 2023 or 3 years ago. It was good, but I felt like we needed like to elevate that into something that's a little bit more our style, a little bit more what you guys would want, and based on your feedback, this is it basically. So we have the satchel. We've got the main compartment here, which is a 1 litre capacity, and then we have the front compartment here just as a little like smaller front pocket. On the inside we have a mesh pocket at the back, which has my wallet in at the moment, and then we have the key chain hook on here to secure your keys. The feedback so far we've had on this bag has been insane, so I'm expecting this to fly out. What we've got is a 100% recycled ripstop nylon on the outside and then 100% recycled polyester line on the inside. Our products are super sustainable. We finished it with our main logo woven label just here, the same one we have on the gilet. Now then, our regular fitting t-shirts that we are bringing out. After loads of feedback, and obviously everybody loves the oversized, the relaxed oversized fit. It is a real nice cut. However, not everybody does wear oversized, so we thought it'd just be nice to bring out a regular fitting t-shirt. But I wanted to talk through it, and this is the reason why I did this video really, is to kind of talk about this style right here. Because if you're new to the brand, you can have an idea of like what sizing to go for. Or if you already buy from the brand and you like one of the colors of the regular fitting t-shirt, then you know what size to go for, right? So let's start with this one here. Again, it's a nice day for a coffee. I'm gonna put the photos just here. I'm wearing the XL. So the way that we've worked out the sizing for the regular fit versus the oversized fit, this is the large, this is the XL. So if you already buy a large from us in the relaxed oversized, then you'll just get an extra large in the regular fit. So you just go up your size. So if you already buy a medium on the oversized, you'll go for a large of the regular fit. And then just on the front, just point that out, we've got the small front print. That's how the sizing works. These oversized t-shirts are 240 GSM. The regular fitting are 220, so there's really not a lot in it. We wanted to keep the fabrics kind of like very similar. Then we have the Sunday Brew Crew in the white with the kind of like deeper teal color. So this design is actually on some hoodies. I don't know if I've got any just here. Yeah, so we've got the clay hoodie with the Sunday Brew Crew design on just here, and it's such a big seller. We released this, I think it was just before Christmas. I thought it looked great on a t-shirt, so it was perfect timing. I thought, spring summer, let's do it. Go with a colour that's like been really nice, similar colour to what's in our cafe Klatch t-shirt. Then on the front we've got the Klatch Sunday Brew Crew. This is the XL that I'm wearing in this photo just here on your left, and yeah, it's just a killer design. Now the one t-shirt most of you have been talking about on Instagram is this one right here, the Klatch Beach Resort Cold Brews and Coastlines. So we've kind of got this, like, I'm going to call it kind of a light teal, I guess. I'm still not really sure. Drop us some notes in the comments of what we should call this colour. So I came up with this design whilst I was on holiday in the Philippines at Christmas. My wife is half Filipino, so we went back to the Philippines. Thought we'd just do something different for Christmas time. And we went to another island for 3 days or so. It was called Bohol, and we got to see some landmarks and we spent some time at the beach. I got a coffee and I thought, oh, this would be a really cool interpretation of that trip into a design. So I got back and was like sketching some stuff, and I thought, oh, a Klatch Beach Resort, how sick. Get a coffee, you got some coastlines, go surfing, it's great. So this is where this design came from. The kind of like colours, slightly inspired by the colours of the Filipino flag. It's kind of got like a nice yellow in it, but I've seen the different tones of it. So this is where this kind of tone came from. Works really well with the kind of like stony blue. And then we've got the Klatch Beach Resort on the front with the woven label. Now this is a large. Got the photo just here. I wanted to show the large of this and how it fits, because it definitely fits me, but I just prefer baggier. So obviously the large, and then you have like the extra large, and you can obviously see the differences from the photos that I've just put up on screen. It was just good to show different sizing. So if you're gonna get this and you already buy from us already, your size that you buy at the moment would be medium, and then you're gonna go for the large for the same fit. There's like 5mm to a centimetre difference in the width, but you won't notice that once it's on. It fits really nice, as you can see from the photo. So yeah, this design is going to be killer. I cannot wait to get it out. And that wraps up our spring summer drop one. So 12th of April, 9 AM. You can get early access via the email sign up, which is in the link in the bio. We have more come in at the end of April. We have more come in at the end of May. I didn't want to just launch loads and get like a big collection out and then people have too much to choose from. Wanted to kind of like drip feed it in. It makes sense with like the new socks that we've got coming out, the new caps we've got coming out, and the vest as well. So I'm mega excited for the spring range and get you guys set up for May and then kit you out for a holiday. So that is the spring range all wrapped up for the drop one, which is the 12th of April. Wanted to keep that nice and short for you, just a bit of a showcase of the new sizing and the new regular tee and the new products, the new prints. Get excited about what's coming up on Sunday. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Give us a follow on Instagram if you haven't already. Just popped up here again. Appreciate you, and yeah, stay tuned for the next.